Kenya has a new law on paper, and it looks like a true game changer. The Conflict of Interest Act of 2025 takes direct aim at public officials who use their positions for personal or family gain. It promises tighter controls, mandatory wealth declarations, and fast-tracked investigations. But with critics claiming the law was passed to unlock a $750 million World Bank loan, not necessarily to fight graft, will it really clean up the public service or just give the illusion of action? NTV's David Muthoka interrogates.
The first one being the Conflict of Interest Bill.
For years, Kenya's political class has operated in a grey zone where public duty and personal interest often collide. But the Conflict of Interest Act of 2025 seeks to draw a legal distinction. The law criminalizes doing business with your own government office, making decisions that benefit you or your relatives, and using public office to seek favors or gifts. And for the first time, public officers will be required to declare not only their full wealth every 2 years, but also that of their spouses and children. Investigations into conflict of interest cases will now be under tight timelines and handled by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, which is now the central authority in enforcing integrity laws. But behind the reforms, some observers see pressure, not principles. A $750 million World Bank loan was reportedly tied to the law's passage, leading critics to question whether this was about integrity or just meeting conditions. So is this law a true reset and a game changer, or just a legal refresh?
It's a shift from the past whereby we have had people who are taking advantage of public officers who used to hide resources or monies or assets under their spouses' names or even under their children's accounts.
The issue is not whether this law will be a game changer. The truth of the matter is that we know why corruption is endemic in this country. It's not because there's no law. We have enough. The Constitution of Kenya, Chapter 6, talks about integrity and leadership, accountability issues. It's not the law that is a problem. It is our own attitude, is our own way of not wanting to be accountable, right from the top.
But will it take down the mighty, or will it only snare the small fish?
If the EACC behaves as it were, we will not go anywhere with this law. But if the EACC now rolls its sleeves and says, no, this time round we're going to ensure that the objectives and the dictates of this particular new law is implemented to the latter, our country shall have a shift from the past whereby we will not even talk about a governor or anybody as such. This law will catch up with anyone, including the president.
Let's say this, that sometimes it's external pressures that have helped us to make progress. Even having anti-corruption laws, having the anti-corruption commission, these are things that we know for sure came because of external pressure. And there's nothing wrong with that. How I pray that we don't have to be told, or we don't have to be encouraged by outsiders. We should know. We should be able to calm down and say, we will be accountable. We will be honest. We will have integrity. We will have, we will lead by example. Look at what the young people are saying, the Gen Zs. They are simply questioning us on account of what we have said.
Following the enactment of the law, the public now has a direct line to report suspected abuse, a shift that could build accountability from the ground up. But without strong protections for whistleblowers, even the most damning reports may never see the light of day. David Muthoka, NTV, Nairobi.